going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be bringing you another review for you guys for a TV show. This is going to be for The Ranch, Part 7, the whole season of Season 7. I'm going to be reviewing all 10 episodes all at once. So this is going to be a little bit different. If you've never watched me review like a Netflix original TV show or a Hulu show where they all upload all at once, and my reviews for that, I don't go into as much detail as I do by episode when I'm reviewing, like, say, The Deuce Season 3 like I'm doing now, which I will be uploading the reviews for every Monday night after it airs. But regardless, I am here to review Season 7 for you guys, or Part 7, whatever you want to say. So, this season really does, and spoilers are ahead, some spoilers. So this season really picks up right where Part 6 left off. Abby and Colt are separated. Luke has ran off with Mary to Vegas, and they got married. Bo and Joanne are still together, and this season honestly might be one of my favorite seasons of the show. Granted, we still don't have Dane Masterson's character. I'm slipping on his Rooster. How the fuck I could forget Rooster, I don't know. But we still don't have Rooster back. He still is allegedly dead in the show. But this show, it basically it's still really, really funny. It still has these great storylines with these great characters. All these actors do a phenomenal job in this show. I mean, Ashton Kutcher playing Colt is just perfect. Like, you can just tell that this role was made for him. You can easily tell that this whole show is his show, his and Sam Elliott's, because they always steal the show. Dax Shepard playing Luke, coming back into it, regaining their trust after he kind of screwed them over, still struggling with PTSD, still trying to help Mary, and like this season really just showed how fucked up Mary really is. Like, we kind of have gotten a glimpse of it when her and Rooster were together, but after Rooster died, you could really see it start evolving more and more. And in this season, they focused more on her being a drug addict and what drug addicts actually go through, and how they are with the lying and the stealing just to get their next high. That's all they care about. They don't care about who they screw over or anything. She also brings back in her ex-husband, and he's back in town, which, if you remember how that all ended with Bo being like, you fucking leave or I'm gonna kill you, basically, and he got the fuck out of town. Well, he's back, so that's causing some more trouble, which we don't find that out till later on, towards the end of the season. So it hasn't really escalated to that, except for the cliffhanger that they ended on, which I won't say, because I really don't know how many seasons this show is going to have, but honestly, they could keep going and I'd still watch it, because it's only 10 episodes in a season, with really great stories. But Colt is a dad now. We get to see him and Abby's relationship, where they're at, how they're handling this whole separation, and ultimately it leads to them getting a divorce, and which I kind of could tell that their relationship was never going to work, because they're two different people. They're a lot alike, but in the same ways they might be too much alike. And Colt is that one that, he thinks he has to do everything by himself. He's not okay with letting other people like help him, just because he has to prove to himself that he can do it. But we get to see how his and Abby's relationship has gone, how it's ending, how they're gonna manage being, divorced and having Peyton and getting custody hours and all this other stuff. Also, we have another whole deal with, Joanne. Joanne was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, and how her and Bo are handling that, which, luckily, because you really get to see, if you watch the show from the beginning, you really get to see Bo's progression. Bo has the most progression out of any character on this show, easily. From being a stubborn, old country man who hated life, or only was set in his ways. With him and Maggie, he never really changed his ways. He was happy, but he wasn't, really happy. He thought he was happy, but he really wasn't. when he had his kids. You know, he loves his kids, but at the same time, he never, like, they always fucked around and shit, and they kind of disappointed him. But when he met Joanne, you could easily start seeing him progress and more. And so when he thought he was going to lose her because she didn't want to, stick around and let him take care of her or see her that way, she ran off. And he actually went out of state to Arizona to get it. And then by the end of the season, they're talking about going to fucking Europe, which if you followed his whole character progression, you'd never thought that man would step foot in Europe. So, this show touches on a lot of real life situations, all set around, this one family and the people around them, and like the struggles of, the working class, and, just trying to keep this dying industry alive from being corporate, like small ranchers. That's another thing that they've always touched on, was the small ranchers, and then they've hinted at how powerful Newman Hill and how much control they had. But in this season, they really focused on Newman Hill, which I really appreciated, because you kind of were supposed to like Newman Hill and think that, oh, they're good ranchers, they're just a corporation that has a bunch of ranches. But really, it shows them, and it's like kind of like a parallel to our own world, the greedy society of capitalism, and trying to run small businesses out of business so they can take it over and all this other shit. And basically Colt gathers all the ranchers together and gets them to basically start helping each other. Instead of being competition, yeah, they can competition, but we are still small ranchers trying to compete with this giant corporation. So the only way we're going to be able to do that is if we work together. We help each other out. We go in on deals together. We basically can possibly run Newman Hill out of our, city, basically. And of course, some other shit goes down. I mean, something really drastic went down with Colt and his dad, with the whole, Bo having to sell Iron River. That's a huge fucking deal, and he did it for his son. And, of course, it took a while for Colt to realize why the fuck he did it. But when he did, they had a really nice moment. This show has always followed Colt. And, that is the biggest thing with, you might think it follows Bo. It doesn't. It follows Colt. From the moment he got home from his career as a football player, failing, all the way up to now, this show has followed him. He is the main character. It feels like all the side characters are big, main characters also, like just in general Bo and like Rooster was, but no, they're still side characters. But these side characters are so loved and developed out that that's how this show should be. And I love the way that this show focuses on such heavy topics, especially for this type of comedy show, and it is easily one of the best and most unique ways to tell a story, and unique shows, to be honest. But yeah, The Ranch Part 7, I really fucking loved. I've actually really loved all of this show, but this season in particular, with how heavy the topics that they hit, because they've always hit kind of heavy topics, but never to this degree with this many. I really did enjoy that, and it hit those dark, moments, but it still kept its comedy aspects to it, and that's a really hard thing to do, especially with writing and, the way it's shot and everything, and they pulled it off. So I gotta give them mad props for that. But, the sets, the actors, the directing, all of this is just great. I think there might be, I know there's gonna be one more season at least, but I honestly, after that, I don't know how many seasons. If you know how many seasons, if Netflix has come out and said how many seasons there definitely are going to be of the show, let me know down in the comments, because I am very curious to see how much longer this show can go. Also, do you still think Rooster's dead? Do you think they might bring him back? Do you like Luke's character? Because I kind of see that whole dynamic of Luke is kind of there to fill in Rooster's character, but like kind of his own character, but he still has like these remarks that like kind of like how Rooster would. like with the McRibs, when he finds the McRib stash that Rooster had in his freezer. I love the quote, you know, Rooster, I wish I could have met you. You were here a limited time only, but you know, just like the McRib. I love that quote. When he found the survival kit for the zombie apocalypse, and like he done found a bunch of other survival kits, but they showed this one and it's like just a can of beer and a pistol. That's totally Rooster. But the main thing that really pointed out that, you know, he was kind of the same as Rooster is Rooster always made jokes about sleeping with Abby whenever Colt was away, or if he went to jail, or whatever, you know, happened between him and Abby. So Luke started making the same, you know, comments about sleeping with her and shit like that. So not as direct, but still direct enough that you can see it. So, yeah, let me know what you thought of his character. I think that Dax Shepard is a nice addition to this show, especially if they would bring back Rooster and Dave Masterton's Rooster. I think that those two would have a lot of fun together, and it would make the show definitely a lot different, because they're both similar, so they would have a lot of fun, I think, playing off each other if they did it, but I don't see them doing that, but who knows. Also, let me know what you guys think for next season, what you think it's going to be about, because I'm not going to say what the cliffhanger was, just in case you're watching this and you haven't made it exactly to the last episode, but it has a cliffhanger, so we know there's going to be another part. So, yeah, comment down below, let me know who your character is, let me know favorite characters, let me know what you think this, how it's going to go in part 8. Also, let me know if you have any other shows you'd like me to check out. Also, check out my review for Deuce Season 3 every Monday night, along with like my collection updates and some other shit that I post. And follow me on social media. I have links all of my social medias in my description, so click on over there, get updates about me, my personal life, the channel, shit like that. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, because it really does help me out. Also, share with everyone that you know, and hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon to be notified when I upload. And let's try to get this review up to as big as part 6 was. I was really shocked when part 6, the review got to 2K, which is one of my most viewed, you know, videos on my channel. So let's try to get to 3K with this review. So yeah, guys, thank you all a lot, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.